Right, Terry, the pitch looking very different at the moment to how it did at the end of the season. What your overall thoughts on last season? A lot of games on it, probably the most Cheltenham have ever had on their pitch in one season. Do you know what
Yeah.
the final figure was?
The final total was 73 games,
Yeah.
but the Northampton game playoff was actually the 63rd game, and then we had all the local cup finals, Charity Cup, Cheltenham League, and 4 of the finals at John Murphy arranged at the
Yeah. So what was it? Was it your most challenging season, just to try and get it ready?
Very much so, yeah. The weather was the wettest winter we've had for I don't know how many years. The total rainfall was like 1160 mil compared with 480 the previous year. So it was a constant battle to be able to do any work on a pitch, let alone get it prepared properly. It really was difficult.
Yeah. But you basically just had to do the best you could, even though you didn't really get any chance to recover.
Yeah, it was just do your best you can. I mean, it was 3 games a week all the time. It was basically, you play on a Saturday, you clean it off, all the debris from the game. On a Sunday morning, you restore the surface with your mower, whether it's in the summer you're cutting, or in the winter it's just a light roll with a mower just to restore the surface. Play again Tuesday after marking, and on you go again. Wednesday clean, Thursday, Friday, Saturday again you play. The pitch is very little chance at all. It's far too much overused.
Yeah. Well, what does it feel like as a groundsman seeing it in the condition it was at the end of the season?
By the end of the season, it's especially in the Northampton game, the gaffer wanted it watered, rightly so, but obviously you water just before warm-up. Then again, just before kick-off, the pitch was it just chews up a little bit because there wasn't enough grass cover. That was drying out in the sun and the wind, and it got very bobbly, and it's not what I like to see. It's not what I produce, really, you know.
Yeah. You still got down to the final 3 for Groundsman of the Year, so you've won it before. You won it last year, didn't you? So
yeah.
Were you quite pleased to get to the final 3, considering what you've had to put up with this season?
I was very, even though the marks were very good the first half of the season, I would expect that. But once you get past 40 games, this pitch cannot really take much more than that. The surface started to break up, and by the end of the season, I was very surprised still to be in the top 3 on scoring.
Yeah. So even though you didn't win it this year, you quite.
I was very pleased to get that far. Yeah.
Yeah. And the people who put the pitch down when Cheltenham got in the Football League said it could only handle that amount of games, didn't they? And it's been proved true, isn't it? It does stay in a decent condition until you have too many games on it, then it just can't handle it.
Yeah, they did say to Mike Everett the maximum game 38, 40 is the maximum. As I say, by Northampton you're playing your 63rd.
Yeah.
And the warm-ups are more intense now than they used to be.
Yeah.
It takes a lot more wear and tear now than it did 10 years ago.
Yeah. So you're probably just desperate to get on with it, you know, as the season was coming to an end, just to get stuck into it, ready for next season. So what's happened so far, and what's the plan between now and the start of the pre-season friendlies?
As soon as we got the Cheltenham League finals out of the way, the contractors came in. The first job it's called Phrasmo, which is a very severe scarification. It goes down 10, 12 mil. Any loose, weak, shallow-rooted grasses all comes out of it. So you're left 90% of it is bare. And then they go over with a verti-drain, a deep spiker, then drill the seed in. We also put some gravel slits in to help surface drain. There's 22 of those were cut in at 12 inches depth. Fill half with gravel, half with sand, and then there was another 100 ton of sand dressing went over the top of that, and reseed, pre-seed fertiliser, and now it's up to me again.
Yeah. So what are you doing at the moment? I mean, you look at it now. It's obviously very little grass on it. It's just a case of watching it come through and monitoring it and looking after it now.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Obviously, 7 to 10 days that should germinate and start to grow. Once it gets to a certain height, I'll put a mower over it just to roll it, flatten it down, and that will strengthen the grass to get itself upright again. And once the grass is long enough and it just starts to curl over, that's ready for cutting.
Yeah.
And then it's cutting and ongoing feeding program to get it as strong and healthy as you can.
Yeah. So is it just enough time to get it as in the condition you'd like before the first friendly?
As we speak now, I've got 8 weeks. If we play on the 19th, we're definitely playing on the following week. So 8 weeks is not long. But I definitely need the temperatures to warm up as well. It's so cold at the moment.
Yeah. And you've had a few unwelcome visitors. I mean, what sort of problems do you have with the pitch now? Because obviously, ideal world, there'd be nobody going anywhere near it. But you've had some unwelcome visitors, haven't you, to the ground?
Yeah, quite a few unwelcome visitors. Foxes coming in, and whether the cubs are around, they start digging holes around the sprinklers, and you've got to repair all that, and next night you do it again. But there's nothing much you can do about it, John. They get in from parklands or through the gates of the car parks. It's just an ongoing battle.
Yeah. So, obviously, last season there's not a lot more you could have done. Is there anything that you can do to try and make it last longer, or is it just again a case of trying to make it last as long as you can? But if the games are the same, it's going to happen again.
The games are the same, it's going to happen again, particularly if the weather's that bad again. All I can do is just do the best. It really is overused, and that's, I could say no more. It's the club chairman said Gloucester can play her, that's fair, I'll do the best I can, but it is overused.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've been given, because there was quite a lot of work done on it 2 summers ago, wasn't there, to try and leave it in a better condition? So is there anything more that you could be given to sort of keep it in better condition?
The chairman could give me £1 million when I have a Desso pitch, groundsmaster. That's the same as Wembley, where they inject the plastic into it as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get that.
But most of the top clubs have got those now. They Premier League.
Most of the Premier League got that now, yeah. And you can see that. I mean, they water the pitch. It's sound based. It's all sound, and they water the pitch, and it just goes straight through. It's just a bit on the leaf. They water again at half time because it's totally dry.
Yeah.
But you can't do that here. It's not 100% sand.
Yeah.
It's a very clay mixture in with it as well.
Yeah. So do you actually have a bit of time off at all during the summer? Because I know you work very hard during the season.
Yeah. Matt's off for 3 weeks, so I'll cover the training ground as well as this, and then I'll have 2.5 weeks I'm away for. So. And then you're back at it then. That'll be 2.5 weeks away from the first game. So.
Yeah. And what I've seen you painting the goalposts. What do you do other jobs around the ground just to keep it looking, get it ready for the new season?
Yeah, help Andy out with a bit of painting sometimes, and just bits and bobs. Service a few machines. I put a new machine together that Steve Smith bought me yesterday.
Yeah. What machine's that?
Sweep with it.
What?
To clean the pitch with. He bought me a brand new one because that's been 3 seasons of a lot of games. It's cleaned up 130 odd games.
Yeah. Is that from 500 club money?
500 club.
Yeah, that's good.
That, yeah. Grateful for that as well.
Yeah. So, how long do you think it'll be before it actually starts looking green again? Then, Terry.
We speak on Thursday. I hope to see some grass through by Monday at the latest.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I need the temperatures. The rain's alright, but it's so cold.
Yeah. Do you know? Is it supposed to be a decent summer? Because I know you keep a keen eye on the weather.
Yeah, I've not looked out. I've looked at the week, and it's cold this week to the weekend. It warms up a bit. Hopefully with showers as well, that will bring it through.
Yeah, surely next winter can't be as bad as last one.
Fingers crossed not.
Yeah. All right. Cheers for that, Terry.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, mate.